Greeting dear children, we are doing exercise 8.2 and now we are on question number 6, which states show that a line segment joining the midpoints of opposite sides of a quadrilateral bisect each other. So let's make a quadrilateral. This is the quadrilateral ABCD. These are the midpoints, say P, Q, R and S of this quadrilateral, and we have to prove that line segment joining the opposite sides bisect each other. Means given, I will write down, and to prove is we have to prove that these line segments bisect each other. If they are meeting at O, to prove is OR is equal to OP and OQ is equal to OS. Given is ABCD is a quadrilateral with P, Q, R and S midpoints of sides with sides AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Got it? So we have to prove these opposite sides, they bisect each other. So we will do one construction. Join this P, Q, R and S. Join P, Q, R, S and P. So we have got one quadrilateral. So we got quadrilateral PQRS. Now don't you feel like we are getting this quadrilateral? We will prove this quadrilateral as parallelogram, and later we will say if it is a parallelogram, either we can directly say that diagonals of quadrilateral parallelogram bisect each other, or we can prove it also by congruence theorem. So let's proceed. What we are going to do? We are going to prove PQRS is a parallelogram. So construction we have done. One more construction we will do when we have to prove it as a parallelogram. This is our construction. Join diagonal AC. Join AC. Now in this quadrilateral, see this in this triangle, in triangle ABC, this is just like question number 1. I hope this thing is now clear to you. In triangle ABC, PQ line segment is formed by joining the midpoints. By joining midpoints of which sides? AB and BC. Of AB and BC. Therefore, PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. Tell me what is the reason for it? Its reason is by midpoint theorem, right? This is equation 1 by midpoint theorem. Similarly, in triangle ACD, same way, RS is line segment formed by joining the midpoints. RS is parallel to AC and RS is equal to half of AC by, again, by midpoint theorem. Midpoint theorem. By 1 and 2. What we got by 1 and 2? PQ is parallel to half of AC. PQ is parallel to AC. RS is parallel to AC. Therefore, PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is equal to half of AC. RS is also equal to half of AC. So, PQ is equal to RS. Therefore, one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. So it's a parallelogram. So it's a parallelogram. So PQRS is a parallelogram. This is proved now. So we can directly say कि diagonals bisect. But when we have to prove, what we can do? We will take two opposite triangles. Now we will take, shall I rub this portion? I am rubbing here. Now what I will take? In triangle OSR and triangle OQP. In triangle OSR and triangle OQP, because I have to prove this equal to this and this equal to this, and you know in parallelogram diagonals are bisected. So I am taking that way only. In triangle OSR and triangle OQP, what is there? This SR is equal to QP, proved here. SR is parallel to QP. This is also proved. So this, you can say this angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Right now? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? What kind of angles these are? These are alternate angles. Alternate angles. Similarly, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. What is the reason? Same reason. They are alternate angles. Therefore, by ASA congruence. Therefore, by ASA congruence, triangle OSR is congruent to triangle OQP. And what does it infer? It infer OR is equal to OP and OS is equal to OQ. OR is equal to OP and OS is equal to OQ by CPCT. And this is the thing which we have to prove. So that's it. I hope you have understood. Got it? Now let us proceed for the last question of this exercise. What is next question? This question says, question number 7. ABC is a triangle right angled at C. ABC is a triangle right angled at C. It means this angle is C. So here I can write A, here I can write B. ABC is triangle with C as right angle. A line through midpoint M of hypotenuse AB. This is the midpoint M. A line through M parallel to BC. Parallel to BC means this is the line. It meets AC at D. So it means this point is D. This is parallel. It means this is the symbol here. Now, what we have to show, given I think you can write yourself, to show is, number 1, D is midpoint of AC. D is midpoint of AC, and what else we have to prove? MD is perpendicular to. Second, we have to show MD is perpendicular to AC, and third thing we have to prove CM is equal to MA is equal to half of AB. Very simple question. Let's proceed. Solution. I am expecting you will write given yourself, and I am sure you can write it. Now what is given here? See here, this line is given to be parallel to this, and M is the midpoint. So by converse of midpoint theorem, D is also the midpoint of AC. So first thing is proved that D is the midpoint of AC simply by what theorem? By converse of midpoint theorem. Let us write here, since M is the midpoint of, since M is the midpoint of AB and MD is parallel to BC given, so by converse of midpoint theorem, so by converse of midpoint theorem, D is midpoint of AC. D is midpoint of AC. So first part done. Got it? Now we have to prove MD is perpendicular to AC. This is very simple. It is given this line is parallel to this. So this angle and this angle are what kind of angle? They are corresponding angle, and when the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. So what will be there? Because it is given, since, for second part I am doing, since MD is parallel to BC given, therefore angle MDA is equal to angle BCA equal to 90 degree. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. Got it? Therefore, this angle is 90 degree. Also this angle is 90 degree. Either you can say because these angles are making a linear pair, or you can say because these are parallel lines and these two angles are co-interior angles, and co-interior angles are supplementary. Also, angle this MDC is equal to 90 degree. Right now, so Q, because they are, because reason is MDA plus MDC is 180 degree linear pair. Got it? Any of the two reasons you can use. So this angle is also 90 degrees. So we can say MD is, this means MD is perpendicular to AC. Got it? Now we have to prove for third part. It is to be proved that CM. So I will have to join. I have to prove CM is equal to MA, and MA is equal to half of AB because M is the midpoint. So we have to prove CM. To prove is CM is equal to MA. I will take these two triangles, this and this triangle. Take triangle. Which triangle? CMD and AMD. Take triangle CMD and triangle AMD. What is given here? D we have proved the midpoint. It was just proved here that D is the midpoint of AC. Right? Therefore CB is equal to DA. ये कहाँ था? This was proved in first point. Proved in 1. I can write it as first equation. D is, by converse we had proved it. Proved in 1. CD is equal to DA. This angle is 90. This angle is 90. Angle CD, MDC. Angle MDC is equal to angle MDA. Each angle 90 degree. Just proved here. Each angle 90 degree, and this side is common, and D is equal to MD. This is the common side. So by which congruence? So by SAS. So by SAS congruence, triangle CMD is congruent to triangle AMD. So this proves CM is equal to AM by CGCP. equal to AM by CBCD. But what is given here? M is the midpoint of AB. But where should I write to show? I am rubbing this. But M is midpoint of AB. Therefore, AM is equal to MB is equal to half of AB. So, by this 2 and 3, by 2 and 3, CM equal to AM is equal to half of AB. CM is equal to AM is equal to half of AB. I hope you got all these things. Whole of the chapter is covered here. Do it properly in your notebook, and any doubts you can ask. Keep learning and enjoy mathematics. Thank you very much. God bless you all.